Rod and really all the other injuries, really no update. We're still collecting information with the MRIs that we're doing, and we'll know a little bit more later on this afternoon. Well, I want us to get into a rhythm offensively. I didn't think we got into a rhythm offensively early. Now, some of that, we didn't have very favorable field position, and that goes back to special teams and the penalties. And I thought we moved the ball out of some unfavorable situations offensively, really in both games. That said, I want to see us get into a rhythm offensively and not only run the ball, and I thought we ran the ball well at times over the last two games, but also throw the ball and execute. And that goes with the protection up front as well as the routes and getting to the proper depth and then accurate throws and moving the chain. Staying on the field goes a long way in terms of scoring points. Oh, I have all the confidence in the world in Tyrod. By no means was that meant to come across that way. Tyrod's going to start for us this week, and I look forward to him getting back on track. There's plays that he wanted back from last night, among other players as well. So that said, there were good moments in the game, and so we continue to evolve as an offense. That's the second game, keeping big picture perspective in mind. We've got to do some things to get the offense on track. There's no doubt about it. And, we've got to move the ball, move the chains, convert third downs, which we didn't do a good job of. And then when we get into the red zone, which we did, we've got to score touchdowns. We had opportunity to put points on the board a couple of times last night. In either A, we took a sack and took ourselves out of field goal range, or didn't put the ball in the end zone when we had the opportunities. When you look at it, I've gone back, and before I came down here, I was going through charting every penalty and trying to put them into different categories as you try and solve problems. And, you want to be able to say it's all one area, and that's not the case. There are some discipline in there. There's concentration. There's playing aggressive without hesitation, so we stay in good position, so we're not in chase mode. So there's different buckets, if you will, that are factoring into the penalties, all of which are unacceptable. So we need to continue to work at that. I am concerned about it, and we're going to look into bringing officials into practice to help us in that effort. So we've got to get it corrected. Well, like I've always said, we always look at everything. And that goes for every position, not just the quarterback position, but every position. Nate has certainly had a good preseason and training camp, and he's going to continue to develop and get better. That said, Tyrod is going to start Saturday night, and I expect him to play and play well. What I liked about his play, and it really showed up in the interception, was he was in great position. And that was clinic tape for all of our players, all the corners on this roster, to understand when you're in that type of position, good things happen. He played within the system and made a big-time play for us, so that was good to see. And did some other good things in the game in terms of run support and whatnot. So it was good to see him get good action and really acclimate himself to our system. And I look forward to watching him continue to improve this week.